The All-Devouring Whale, Episode 9, now out. Let's freaking talk about it. So the newest episode of The All-Devouring Whale is now out for you guys to go and watch right now. And this episode was great. I really enjoyed it. So we pick up where we left off. We have the ghost sector with Master Dune, who left the pavilion, is there ready to do battle with them. Obviously, Liu has been taken into the water where the Kraken is, that big giant octopus, while the other guys are up there ready to face off. And as Liu's in the water, this is the perfect opportunity for him to display his superiority, to bring out the spirit pet that is forbidden. Because no one's watching, and old mate's up there, doing his thing with the octopus, like, oh, I've got this guy, this is too easy. Man pulls out the catfish. Liu's like, let's go, little man. And him and the catfish roll this octopus, and then, of course, the catfish devours him. Now, it was beautifully animated, really liked it. The catfish going around, making him tangle himself. Obviously, there's a comedic element in this episode as well that runs through it. And the whole comedic stuff is the octopus is trying to grab him and ends up tangling himself. And this is where the catfish then absorbs him. And Liu comes out and goes to the old man and goes, hey, thanks for the bait. And he ends up defeating him. Meanwhile, what is happening, we have Master Dune fighting the other ones where he's like, what are you guys doing? You trying to, bring this back up? This pavilion is not going to come back up. Like, why are you doing this? And his cat is fighting them. Meanwhile, we have a T-Rex turn up of one of the other sector guys. But then there's a zombie T-Rex that turns up that eats that one. And now the guy with the foxes is running away. And there's like a whole comedic stuff with him. He's like that character that has really cool, spirit pets in the two foxes that I really like, the ice and fire fox. But he's not very good at what he does. He's not powerful or anything. So he's like this comedic character, and he's like running. And then we have the guy with the spiked spirit pet come to save him, and they're trying to fight this T-Rex, this zombie T-Rex, and it's not working. So they combine. What they do is you have the fire fox and the ice fox. They go up and they do like this spin thing together where they create like this wheel of fire and ice. Then the spiked spirit pet shoots his spikes through there, collects the fire and ice to pierce the skin of the zombie dinosaur. So I like that aspect of it. And them actually coming up with a strategy to work together to try and bring this dinosaur down, rather than just have, this little spirit pet come through and dominate this thing. Because they make a reference of like, it's a zombie. It's like Hein is way too thick. We can't get through it. We're going to have to work together. And that does work at a bit. And then, unfortunately, the zombie dinosaur unleashes this scream that really damages their spirit pet. And they're like, spirit pets are like, no, we're too scared now. Like, it's basically like a fear scream in a way. And then the dragon kid shows up. The kid with the dragon shows up and punches and just dominates this freaking dinosaur. He just says, hey, guess what? Boom, punches him. And I was just like, okay, that's what happened. And then we have the main bit of the episode, which is about the panda and the girl who is the master of the panda. And this whole moment is about them coming together and working together. Because we know that the panda doesn't like to listen to her. He likes to just go and do his own thing. And she's not really one of the people that had a spirit pet that used to fight within the pavilion. And that is showcased in this episode. So we're really getting some more development for her. Because she was like, can I be that? Am I one of the strong ones? Because Liu says to her, the strong can conquer the strong. That's how it works. And obviously Liu comes here because he wants to use the panda for something. He's like, the panda, I need you to, basically because the panda has like the color and stuff, it can change it. I need you to change the color of my catfish so that no one knows it's an actual catfish, so I can change it and stuff. So it's not so obvious who I am. But he basically gives her the prep talk and is like, look, I'm not going to interfere with your fight to the panda. And the connection that she makes when she starts to go through her memories of being in the kitchen and everything, and how, Master Fan used to talk to her and that, and she gets some belief. She goes up to the panda, and he's like, look, man, we need to work together. You need to listen to me. The panda shrugs her off because, okay. So she grabs the panda and, like, in this comedic way, and it's just like, you're going to listen to me, or we're going to win. You can't win with brute strength here, because he's fighting a zombie panda that's bigger than him. We can't use that. We're going to have to come up with a strategy. I have it. And then the panda remembers her whooping that other guy, and he's like, okay, we'll work together. And this is where they actually use the panda's abilities to be able to do it. Obviously, we know he can change forms and stuff like that with his color. And that's what she does. She uses that, and it was very, very good to see, beautifully animated. But I really liked that because it gave us depth and character development for her, and also brought this bond between her and the panda together and really developed it. To see them work together was something that I think needed to happen in order to progress their storyline together forward. And I'm interested to see how they go moving forward. Obviously, they end up winning. The panda ends up winning, and they end up taking the other guy down. So she now feels like she's a little bit more helpful in this scenario, because before she was like, I'm just going to run and hide. And then this guy turned up and was like, you're not going to run and hide. So I really like that. And then the ending is, obviously, they're like, oh, it looks like you're the last one alive. Like, you're the last one standing, Duan. And Duan's like, whatever. And then we have Liu turn up to face him with the catfish there. That is a different color. It's like a red. And he's like, let's do this. I'm ready to go right now. I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out. I mean, this is what they've set up. They've set this up as Liu versus Duan. Now, is Duan in the middle of this fight going to finally realize that this is Mr. Fan? Is that what's going to happen? Are people going to finally see that? We don't know, but obviously Duan thinks this guy's just an imitator. He's just a fake, a phony, someone that's trying to be someone that he's not. So I'm very intrigued to see the confrontation and how it's going to unfold. But I thought it was another very solid episode. I don't think it's one of the strongest episodes we've had so far. The comedic stuff did get a little bit tiring at times, especially with like the guy in the green with the foxes. It kind of did. I was kind of sitting there like, okay, I get it. You're trying to give me that comedic stuff, but it did kind of feel like maybe we went a little bit overboard. Maybe it's a little bit too childish, but that's just my opinion. But again, it didn't affect it too much. I still think this is not the strongest episode we've had so far, but it's still a very good episode. But I want to hear what you guys think. Maybe you guys didn't like it. Maybe you did absolutely love it. I want to hear your opinion. So smash it down in the comment section below. Let's get a discussion going, because we're all going to, view things differently and have different thoughts and connect with things differently. And some people might like that comedic stuff that happened in this episode. And if they did, more power to them. But let me know your thoughts. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.